So it's been a minute. I apologize for that. But I thought I would give you guys an update while I worked on some artwork. Something I am trying today for the second time is acrylic pouring. And right now I'm just trying to pick out my inks. So let's head outside and we'll talk about some things. Okay, so I'm just gonna mix up my colors and talk to you guys. I tried filming a video before, and I actually have a bunch of footage. I feel like I say this to you guys a lot, but I have a bunch of footage. The video just seemed really like I was too much talking. I didn't want to bore you guys, so it just didn't work out right. But I still wanted to update you guys on how the Mediterranean diet went, even though it's been forever since we talked about it. So I thought I would just give you a really quick rundown. I would say overall it was amazing, and it's the way that we will probably continue eating, with some really minor caveats that fit our life better. Some of the cons, I guess you could say, were that it can get really pricey really fast, so you have to be really conscious of your own budget, especially depending on where you live, because like we're in Western Pennsylvania, so during the winter things like fresh fruit and veg and certain seafood can get really pricey really fast. But that being said, we're not opposed to frozen, so that's what we ended up using. Also, we probably went a little bit heavier on chicken than a normal Mediterranean diet should be. It also seemed like certain things were a little bit hard to follow because of our lifestyle. One of the issues that we ran into was that Tom and I have the biggest sweet tooth, so cutting out all sugar was difficult. After a while it became easier, but we also know that to live your real life, you want to have balance. So that's probably one thing we'll look at, is bringing a little more balance into our life. Some of the pros, I would say it was really easy to follow. It was focus on your vegetables and your fruits, and then just add in a little bit of healthy proteins. Like, it's not that hard. I really enjoyed it because I really like vegetables. And I know that seems really but you know, you get to a point in your life where you're just trying to rush through your life, and you look for convenience things, and while the convenience things might not be that bad, they still probably aren't the best thing you could be eating. So it was a nice reminder. I also like that it was something that we could mold a little bit to our lives. And while some things were a little bit difficult to find, like sometimes it was hard to find whole wheat pasta, it was overall not that bad. I can't tell if I'm going to like these colors or not together. We'll see. I'm just picking random colors. So I will say this way of eating definitely takes planning. That can be considered a con. It also takes a decent amount of cooking, which can be considered a con. For us, like, I love cooking, so that's not that big of a deal. But I know for some families, who don't have time or don't like to cook or feel like they aren't good at cooking, it can be more of a challenge. The one time that it kind of backfired for us, at the beginning of February, Tom and I were both sick, and neither of us felt like cooking, but we didn't have anything that was Mediterranean that was comfort food and easy. That it would just require me to, in the future, make sure that every time I did, like, made a soup, just take some in the freezer so we had it, that we could just easily thaw, and there you go. Alright, so mixed my colors and then had a little uh-oh, as you can see in that yellow, but that's okay, because it is. It's art, it's not perfect. Anyway, I also let them sit, because you're supposed to let them sit for a little while, so let the bubbles dissipate. So now we're going to do our pouring. Still wet. I don't know if you can tell, but that gold adds just a little bit of shimmer to everything. As you can see, it's not the cleanest way of doing things, but it actually was a lot of fun. I can't wait to see when it's dry. Actually, I'm really loving it, and I can't wait. As far as what else is going on, I've managed to sprain my ankle about a week and a half ago pretty badly, to the point where I ended up going to the hospital because I was worried about some nerve damage. Because of that, and because of where I am in training, as in I have not trained at all at this point, it is really putting in doing the Rachel Carson this year up in the air. So I still plan on training this year regardless, in that I want to get out and do a bunch more hiking and do the training hikes. I just don't know if, I'm not sure that it's going to be in the cards for me. We'll see how many is over the next week and then go from there. Either way, you'll still be hiking with me. I know this video isn't that interesting. I'm sorry. I have some fun things coming up, so hopefully you will tune in for that. So please subscribe and turn on notifications so you will be notified when those come out. Also, please like this video, or don't. This video is kind of boring, so whatever. It's whatever. But I love you guys, and I will see you in the future.